Well, a back and forth between the White House and its critics on Capitol Hill over prosecuting the war on terror. President Obama's top counterterrorism advisor, John Brennen, calling Republican attacks on the administration's security strategy a boon to al-Qaeda. The GOP begs to differ, including Congressman Pete Hoekstra of Michigan, who is the ranking Republican member of the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence. Congressman Hoekstra is calling Brennan's piece an irresponsible political smear. He joins us live. Congressman, thanks very much. How is it a smear?
Well, I mean, what you have is you have this White House staff, or kind of the president's mini-czar on counterterrorism, going out and saying that if you're a critic of this administration, you're emboldening al-Qaeda. I mean, that is totally irresponsible. What this guy is doing, remember, he's not elected. He's not confirmed by the Senate. He speaks for the president. This president needs to hold him accountable. You have the professionals in the intelligence community. Dennis Blair, the director of national intelligence, Leon Panetta, the director of the CIA, who have spent the last year trying to build very, very strong bipartisan relationships with congressional members on the Hill. And then you have this guy going out and poisoning the well, and the president now needs to make a decision.
Right.
Is national security going to be a bipartisan issue, or is he going to let this White House staffer set the tone for national security?
Well, Brennen claims, and I'm quoting here, senior counterterrorism officials from the White House, the intel community, the military, all actively consulted before Abdul Muttalib was Mirandized, and they supported the decision to charge him in criminal court. But Congressman Blair, Mueller, Napolitano all testified before Congress they were never consulted. Do you suspect that John Brennan is lying about that? And if so, are you joining Senator Kit Bond in demanding that he resign?
Well, I think, obviously there's a big disagreement and a big gulf in the administration that the president has to get an answer to, is why are his top advisors, both the professionals and the White House staff, on such different pages? One says everybody was consulted. The professionals in the intelligence community, at the FBI, at Homeland Security, they're all saying we weren't asked. This administration's policy right now is really kind of in shambles, because it's not only Republicans that are criticizing this administration. I think Arlen Specter yesterday, the Democrat from Pennsylvania, said this guy should not have been Mirandized. You've got Senator Schumer saying the movement of the trial of KSM from Gitmo to New York City has to stop.
Let me get back to the accusations. Brennan keeps making false accusations, apparently, and the latest one was there's little difference between military and civilian custody. That's not true, is it? There's no right to remain silent in the military custody, no right to a lawyer present during interrogation. I mean, if he keeps misspeaking and misrepresenting the facts, shouldn't this guy who advises the president resign?
Well, remember, I think, number one, we have to put him into context. This is an individual, he's a staffer. He is a White House staffer. He's kind of a mini-czar. I'm not sure that, that he resigns. I think this is really a decision that the president has to make. His leadership is trying to form a bipartisan relationship with Congress, at least his professionals are. This guy is poisoning the well. I think the president probably should fire this guy because he's off base and inconsistent with how national security issues should be dealt with. The president needs to make the call.
Congressman Pete Hoekstra, thanks for being with us.
Great, thank you.